Hi, welcome to Kris and Melanie TV. I'm Kris.
And I'm Melanie. And we are your saucy health mavens.
And we're bringing you all things health and wellness by way of Health Hub Network. And today we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Ellen Bunch. She's a concierge physician here in Prescott, Arizona. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So, Dr. Bunch, tell us a little bit about your practice. What is it you do and what makes your practice a little bit different than just a regular primary care physician?
A concierge physician is quite different than a traditional physician. I've been doing this in Prescott since January of 2005. And I chose this model because I really wanted to spend time with patients listening to what's going on instead of handing out prescriptions and not giving the patient time to tell their story, tell me what's going on. So very early on, changed the practice setup to where it was my appointment times are 45 minutes long. I am not contracted with any insurance. There is a set fee for the whole year. That allows me to spend time with patients and to keep the practice size small so that we can focus on any and all problems that crop up.
Nice.
So this sort of arrangement would benefit what type of person? What type of person would be looking for this specific concierge setup?
Right. I would think that most patients would really love the time of a doctor like that.
Sure.
But I'd say for the most part, you're looking at patients who might have some things complicated going on or are looking for more information and more one-on-one time with a physician to talk about their overall health, their wellness, their nutrition, lifestyle, all those kinds of things.
Okay.
Because in a traditional doctor's appointment, you can't do that in 7 minutes.
There is no time. No time at all. And in fact, it's if a patient comes in with a list, a traditional doctor is forced to say, okay, what's one or two? That's all we have time for. Whereas in a practice setup like this, I have the time, and we take the time to go through everything that a patient may be concerned about.
That's so nice.
That is so wonderful, so refreshing. Now, there are not a whole lot of people in this area that I'm aware of that have a concierge practice like this. Are you like one of the few in the Prescott area, or?
I would say yes, one of the few. The first probably in the Prescott area because it's been at it now 10 years. And I find that for the most part there's a lot of people out there that have never heard of a concierge practice. So, but I'd say the biggest benefit is the time that's available for a patient and then the information that we can impart on each other. Recently I completed a fellowship in integrative medicine at the University of Arizona under Dr. Andrew Weil, the guy who looks like Santa Claus.
We love
with his big
Dr.
white
Weil.
beard.
I love him. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
And it was a 2-year fellowship, and what they did was, it's available only to medical professionals, not just MDs and DOs, but nurse practitioners, things like that. And they taught us more nutrition. You, believe it or not, don't get nutrition education in med school. So there was a lot of education there, plus how to use vitamins, minerals, supplements to help our bodies help themselves. Being an MD, I do hand out prescriptions when necessary, but it is my preference not to. And the reason is because a prescription interrupts a normal pathway. Okay, so let's say you're taking Lipitor, for example. Even though it's helping with your cholesterol, it's interrupting the cholesterol pathway. And when you interrupt that pathway, things that normally go down that pathway have to go different directions. And when they do that, they cause other problems. And so my philosophy is, why don't we use diet changes, lifestyle changes to include some forms of exercise and get your body to correct the cholesterol problem on its own?
Because most of the time it does, right?
It absolutely does.
Well, okay, so Dr. Bunch, tell us, do you have a website where people can find out more information about your practice and what you do?
Absolutely. It is www.ellenbunchmd.com. There you'll find information on the practice itself, how it's put together, any questions you may have. There's a newsletter there you can sign up for. We do try and get information out to patients and anybody who are interested. And just a phone number and
all the contact
purpose.
information.
And
that they need.
we'll put her email address like right there.
Right,
Okay?
right there.
Or not email, website address right there, so that you can check out her website, and we hope that you go in and see her. And we also hope that this video was helpful for you. I hope that you learned something new, and if you did, then your friends and family will too, so make sure you share it with them and subscribe to our channel, Kris and Melanie TV, so that you never miss us.
A minute of the fun.
Okay? And then head on over to healthhubnetwork.com and get signed up for our email newsletter so that you always have access to the health and wellness resources in your area of Yavapai County. And like us on Facebook. Tweet with us. We're a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you again for being on the show. And we look forward to having you as a member in Health Hub Network, where people can find you and learn more about your practice. That's it.
All right. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Dr. Bunch started a great conversation on cholesterol. Tune in for part 2 to hear her philosophy on cholesterol management. This episode of Kris and Melanie TV was sponsored by THE Ranch, Teaching Humans with Equine. Visit their website for information on their classes. And then head on over to healthhubnetwork.com and sign up for our email newsletter.
I know to look at us you would think that we have a stylist, but we don't.
Yeah, right. La la ha ha.
That was easy.